Okay, guys. So this is Survivor Die Island. You guys probably remember me playing the test and, like, the sisters. There's a couple of different games that these devs have asked me to play. So this is just their next game. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be just questions that are, like, hardcore in a parody sense. And I'm going to have to just answer them. Apparently there's multiple endings in this, so I can't wait to see what this turns out to be. I swear to God, if this game is inappropriate, it gets me banned. Well, 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 look what we have here. You look like you just crawled out of the wrong end of a shit heap. Thanks. Not that there's a right end to crawl out of a shit heap, but you know what I mean. Anyways, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bear. Bear Coles. Bear Coles? Bear Coles. Bear Kills. Wait, Bear Kills. I got it. Bear Kills. I'm just gonna call him Kills. I'm an expert survivalist and one bad mama jama. You may have heard of me through the grapevine, or perhaps you've heard my world-famous slogan. Can't wait to hear what this is. React, adapt, and punch shit in the face until it gives up, or your hands break, and then punch it some more. That's really not, that's, okay. That little tidbit of wisdom has kept me alive through an overwhelming amount of dangerous situations, let me tell you. Now, at first glance, I have no doubt in my mind that when it comes to survival, you're as useless as tits on a bowl. These are really words. These are really words that she's saying to me right now. You're right, horse. I'll move it over here. Look at her. Look at her. These are really words she's saying to me right now. As useless as tits on a bowl. With that being said, I've been wrong before. Not often, but very, very occasionally. I mean, I can't really give you any examples of when those times were, or what I was particularly wrong about. But I'm sure I've been wrong once or twice in my assessment of one's ability to survive. Well, you'd better hope at least. I am not useless. I have an idea. Why don't we just find out for certain whether or not you have what it takes to make it out here on Survivor Die Land. This is really the name of this game right now. It will be real easy. I'll just ask you a series of questions. I love these developers. It's just, no matter what it is, I'm just going to ask you a bunch of questions and you're going to answer them. I'll take your answers and use my exceptional expert survival experience and analyze them. I'll tell you not only whether you'd survive in a dangerous situation that you might encounter in a place like this, but also what situations you could thrive in. Yeah, it's basically the devs from the test, only it's just a different theme this time. Now don't get your hopes up. This island ain't for the faint of heart. Most people die within a few hours of setting foot on the sandy shores of Survivor Die Island. As a matter of fact, I'm not so sure why they named it Survivor Die Island in the first place. Maybe they wanted to make it sound more appealing, and they knew if they called it, "You're probably gonna die a gruesome, horrible death at the hands of an inexplicably terrifying beast island," it maybe, possibly, potentially could hurt the tourism industry. That was a typo. I saw that typo. You spelled it wrong, Kills. Anywho, maybe you're different. Why don't we go ahead and get started so we can find out. I hope you brought your thinking cap and a nice big set of balls. Or for some of us more seasoned survivors, watermelon-sized lady balls. Okay. Because you're going to need them. Time to know too much about Zen again. Okay. The devs asked me to play this, so if the questions get kind of, it's not my fault. Let's get started, shall we? Here we go. Oh, there's death metal. Of course there's death metal. If you were starving, high as fuck, and had the munchies like a motherfucker, would you likely eat something in the jungle that looked appetizing even if you weren't sure whether or not it was poisonous? This is no. No. If you were walking through the jungle for days without food and the first sign of animal life you came across was a tiger, would you attempt to attack it for its meat? That's... No. No! Would you kill and eat your best friend if you had to in order to survive? It depends. What's the circumstances? What's the circumstances that led me to this situation? Probably no. Are you the physically strongest person? Absolutely! No one is stronger than me. No one! Are you the mentally strong? Yes. Are you smarter than the average dumb fuck? Yes. No. No. Yes. If you could kill a random stranger to instantly become a millionaire... Yes! If your favorite pet became rabid and attacked you, would you be willing to kill it? Yes. Do you enjoy eating meat? Yes. Do you enjoy eating fruit? Yes. Do you enjoy eating vegetables? Yes. Do you think you could beat up your best friend in a fist fight? Horse? Horse would kill me. No. If I gave you an axe right now, would you know how to wield it as a proper weapon? Yes. If you only had 3 rations of food and a starving stranger crawled to your feet begging for one of your rations, would you give one away? Yes. If you only had 3 rations of water and a dehydrated penguin came waddling up to your feet, stole one from you, and ran away, would you chase after it and fuck the penguin up? Oh, that penguin's gonna have the worst day of its fucking life. Has anyone ever told you that you smell funny? Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Well, you do. You! Have you ever wanted to die? Yes. Would you ever... would you consider... Yes! I am the alpha, and Wem specifically is a beta. Do you even live, bro? No. Are you skilled in the art of combat? Yes. Have you ever killed an animal? No. If you had to fish to survive, could you do it? Yes. If the spirits of your ancestors were haunting you, would you want to speak with them? Yes. Have you ever seen a ghost? Yes. Have you ever seen an alien? Yes. If someone walked up and challenged you to a street fight right now, would you accept the challenge? No, because I don't want to get dead. Do you think you're good enough physical shape to last a week in the wild? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, no, no. Your clown scare? No. Would you consider yourself to be a manipulative little bitch at times? Hell yeah. In a high-stress, intense situation, can you easily chill? Yes. When you're walking through a parking lot, do you ever look over your shoulder because you're worried about someone fucking with you from behind? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be an incompetent chef? No. Are you good at building mechanical shit? Yes. Are you good at taking shit apart and putting it back together? Yes. Do you get nervous facing new challenges? Fuck no. If you were lost in the woods and starving and the only way to survive was to kill and eat a plethora of small predators, would you take that toll on your conscience? Yes. Why not? The most hardcore questions that anyone could ever ask you, Backslash. You should go back and watch some of the games I played from this developer. Are you comfortable learning how to use new tools without the aid? Yes. If a big fucking dinosaur was about to eat your ass raw. Don't raw. It just reminds me of sniffer clips. Could you craft a decent enough set of camouflage using only the natural materials around you to evade its predatory advances? Yes. Yes, I could. You tend to make a metric fuck ton of noise when using pots and pans. No. Do you think your peers would consider you to be a natural? Yes. If an alien attempted to communicate with you, do you believe you could convince it not to anal probe you using only body language? I mean, I guess I could imply that that's an exit only. So, yes. Do you believe that theoretically the Earth is potentially could be flat? No. Would your best friend consider you to be dumber than the average bear? Horse. You're in my chat. Yes or no? Horse, I need this answer. No. Okay. If you had to steal a picnic basket... okay. Am I Ogie Bear? Every day from random campers in order to sustain yourself. You think you'd be able to get away with it for at least 3 months? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be stealthy? More than yes. If you had to eat bugs and only bugs in order to survive for a year, could you do it? Yeah, why not? If you had to exclusively kill shit with your bare hands in order to obtain food on a regular basis, do you think you could manage to keep yourself from starving for a year? I mean, I could just eat... Wait, I have to exclusively kill shit with my bare hands. No. Are you afraid of the dark? No. Are you afraid of what could be lurking in the dark? No. If you were stranded on an island by yourself, could you keep yourself entertained on a regular basis? Yes. Do you ever confuse your left side with your... No! What the... Would you consider yourself to be directionally challenged? No. Does the thought of being the only person left on Earth sound appealing to you? No. Do you think you could go without... First of all, kills, what does this have to do with surviving? Second of all, no. If you were lost in a forest full of gigantic mushrooms, would you be comfortable hollowing one out to use as a shelter, even though it could potentially kill you with toxins? Yes. If you were lost in a forest full of regular-sized mushrooms, but the mushrooms were all hallucinogenic, would you eat any of them and get high as fuck? Probably. If you had to survive by only consuming raw ingredients such as uncooked meat and veggies, do you believe you could manage to stay alive for a year? Yes. If you encountered a cute little talking horse in the woods and he offered to lead you to safety and shelter, would you trust him and follow? Yes. Do you feel confident in your ability to intimidate a grizzly bear in a life or death situation? No, I don't. Because I don't want to get dead. Are you physically fit enough to climb a tree? Yes. Are you physically fit enough to run a full mile without stopping or... No. If someone threw a rock at you, do you have good enough hand-eye coordination to catch it before it hits your head? Yes. If a stranger did in fact throw a rock at your head, would you throw it back? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a convincing liar? Yes. Do you ever get hangry? Yes. If you were in a dire need of food, in a dire need of water, and the only water you could find was in a still pond, would you drink it? No. You believe that you can manage to survive if you had to consume spiders on a daily... No. No. Do you believe that you can manage to survive if you had to consume snakes on a daily basis? No. Actually, I would feed it to Wem and then just eat Wem. That would probably work. Would you consider yourself to be clumsy? No. Would you consider yourself to be short-tempered? No. Have you ever fantasized about being on a survival reality TV show? No. Yes. Do you think you could manage to survive for 1 year on an island by yourself without any form of medicine? Sure. Are you an adrenaline junkie? Yes. Do you procrastinate over the littlest shit? No. Would you consider yourself to be a warrior? Yes! Do you always dress warm when it's cold outside? No. Do you prefer to be a leader when it comes to... Yes. If you had one shot, one opportunity, would you ever let it go? No! I think that's probably a good place for us to wrap up the basic questions. Alright, this is where we get to phase 2 where the questions get freaking insane. Overall, I'm impressed with how you've answered the majority of what's been asked of you. Of course you're impressed. I'm amazing, Bear Kills. You're either very honest with your self-observations, which is refreshing to hear, or you're just choosing answers randomly and you're getting luckier than a necrophiliac in a morgue. What the fuck kind of... Okay. Either way, well done thus far, but we're not finished yet. The next set of questions is going to challenge you mentally. Now, I know what you're thinking. You already feel mentally challenged. But just wait. The easy portion of the Survivor Die-Land test is over. Now let's see how well you manage to handle these ones. Would you rather be a prisoner or be a prison guard? A prisoner, a prison guard, a prisoner, a prison guard. Damn. This is actually a good question. Hey, how you doing, Camilla? Oh, God. Prisoner. No. Prison guard. No. God, I don't know. I don't know. This is an interesting question. I've never had to think about something like this before. I would pick prison guard. Would you rather suffer from silent visual hallucinations or loud audio hallucinations? Loud audio hallucinations sounds intense. Let's pick that one. Would you rather have to fight to the death against a shark or on steroids or one regular giraffe? Well, either one of them could probably kill me in one shot. So I'm taking my chance on land. Would you rather be stranded on an island by yourself or with one person you hate the most? The person I hate the most. You could have the aid of one companion in terms of survival. Would you rather it be a human of your choosing or an animal of your choosing? I would pick talking horse. Would you rather have to hunt down and eat other humans to survive or always have plenty of food but be hunted by cannibals? Oh, shit. This is a really intense question. This is quite possibly the most intense question. So this is basically being hunted by intelligent zombies or being the intelligent zombies. I'm going to get hunted by intelligent zombies. Would you rather eat raw snails or raw slugs? Raw snails. Crack their shell like an egg and eat it. If you were being held captive by a hostile island trap, would you rather attempt to escape or attempt to join them? Attempt to join the tribe. And then I'd escape. Would you rather hunt, fish, and forage for your food through honest but hard methods or steal your food from other survivors who already did the hard work? Let's work hard. If all crime was legal for a single night, would you rather stay home or go out and fuck shit up? So this is basically asking me if I would participate in the fucking purge. Let me think about this. If all crime was legal, then they might break into my house and try to steal my shit, and then I'd have to fight. I would stay home and protect my shit. If you were trapped in an underground bunker during a nuclear holocaust, would you rather eat your best friend or eat your favorite pet, my pet? If you had to survive by eating canned dog food or canned cat food, which would you choose? Cat food. If you could kill one innocent person of your choosing in order to escape your own demise, would you rather kill someone else or die? Innocent person. How innocent we talking? Is it a baby? Or is it a fully grown adult? These are the questions. These are the questions. Horse is innocent. That's true. This is an interesting question right here. This is an interesting question. I'm not 100% sure about this one. I'll let myself die. Would you rather live on Earth during a zombie plague or live on Mars space station by yourself? Mars space station. That'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. If you were stranded on an island and you could call for a rescue boat or a rescue helicopter, which would you choose? There's no full guarantee that either will arrive to save you. A rescue boat would likely be much more difficult to escort me out of. A rescue helicopter is a more sure bet. Would you rather have a lifetime supply of canned tuna or a lifetime supply of raw potatoes? Probably raw potatoes. You can put those in anything. Would you rather fight a polar bear to the death using a chainsaw or the person you love the most using your bare hands? Well, I would probably take the chainsaw and bear, and I would die. It's nice to see you back as well, Camilla. Would you rather live through the end of the world or die right before the end of the world? Let's live through it. Would you rather live in a treehouse or live in a cave? Let's go with a treehouse. Would you rather be a hostage held by terrorists or hold a room full of hostages yourself? Well, I would hold the hostages myself. Would you rather punch a horse in the vagina or kiss a fish on the lips? Well, I guess I'm punching a horse in the vagina. I'm gonna punch all your mares, horse. Would you rather answer stupid, fucked up questions or normal, old, boring questions? Answer fucked up questions. That's the spirit. Would you rather drink your own urine or soak in a tub of your best friend's urine? Well, a horse piss it is. Would you rather swim a mile in the ocean or climb a cliffside without harness? Let's do cliffside. Would you rather steal eggs from an eagle's nest for food or kill and eat the eagle? Let's steal the eggs. Well, your survival partner is getting a bad case of island sickness. They're ready to turn on you. Would you rather kill them or keep them hostage? Well, kill or be killed. Would you rather attempt to survive by yourself in the snow or the desert? Probably the desert. No. Because the desert's going to get cold at night anyway. Let's do the snow. Would you rather have fire to cook with or tools to build shelter with? Shelter is the most important thing in a survival situation. If you can keep yourself warm, that alone is heaps and bounds above anything else. Shelter is the protection. Yeah, shelter is the most important thing that you can get in a survival situation. Would you rather dip your toe in water and use yourself as fishing bait or attempt to capture a wild boar? Well, a wild boar could gore me, but using myself as fishing bait would be interesting. Would you rather be tortured for days and hideously disfigured by an invading alien race before being set free, or save yourself the agony and provide information to the aliens that could be disastrous for the human race? Well, guess I'm getting fucked up. Would you rather have to purify your own water but have plenty of food, or have plenty of water but have to hunt and cook your own food? I'd rather have to purify my own water, yeah. Would you rather be blind for a year or deaf forever? One year of pain. Let's do it. See you soon, Camilla. Would you rather have to escape from a kraken in the ocean or escape from a saber-toothed tiger on land? I would not want to try to survive Ica, so I'm going to choose a tiger. Would you, if you were stranded alone in the desert and you had a week's worth of food and water, would you rather give up all your food or half your water? Half my water. Would you rather be covered in blood-sucking leeches or covered in fleas and lice? I take the leeches. Would you rather be allergic to sunlight or allergic to sunlight? Would you rather be the chieftain of your own tribe on a small island or be a pirate captain sailing the seas with your crew? Hell yeah, pirate! Would you rather be able to kick a hole through someone's chest or be able to turn invisible for 60 seconds once per day? Invisibility will be amazing. Invisibility it is. Would you rather explore 100% of our galaxy or explore 100% of the oceans on Earth? Oceans on Earth. There's so much stuff that's not been explored even on our Earth, so let's do it. Would you rather procreate with your worst enemy or let the human race cease to exist? Well, now I'm literally bumping uglies. Would you rather fight off vultures to eat a rotting boar carcass or fight off a mountain lion to eat a freshly killed gazelle? Mountain lion. Would you rather be able to communicate with hamsters or communicate with the rats? If I could communicate with rats, I could literally take over the fucking world. Would you rather defend yourself in open water against a school of piranhas or defend yourself in trees against vicious chimpanzees? Open water piranhas would be extremely difficult to survive, but the chimpanzees could basically one-shot you. One punch from a chimpanzee could probably take out most adult people. Because they're supposed to be what? Like 4 times as strong? Like pound for pound, they're 4 times as strong. So yeah, like 1 punch from the chimpanzee would kill me. I'm still going with the chimpanzees. Would you rather push a button and destroy all humans on Earth or push a button and destroy all animals on Earth? That's a trick question. Humans are animals. I'm picking humans. Would you rather know how to fuck shit up with an axe or be an insanely kick-ass marksman? Marksman, hell yeah. Would you rather be able to dodge arrows in Matrix style or be able to fire arrows like Legolas? If I can dodge arrows Matrix style, I can basically slow time. I'm picking this one. Would you rather be a part of a kick-ass group of survivors who you don't trust or an incredibly useless group of survivors who you know won't turn on you? Well, if I'm part of an insanely kick-ass group of survivors, I've got to have some survival skill. So, this will probably be more useful. Would you rather not us find food wherever you go or build shelter wherever you are? Shelter is probably more important. Food sounds more useful on its face, but shelter is always the most important in a survival situation. Would you rather have to dodge Oprah Winfrey attempting to sit on your... What the... Sit on your face or crawl on your hands and knees through a dark room filled with scorpions? I'm pretty sure one of them is dangerous. One of them sounds like a kink. Oprah? Don't sit on me, bro. Damn, you really are hardcore. Aren't I? Look at her face. She's shocked. I'm almost done assessing your survival capabilities based on your answers. But there's a few more questions I'd like to ask you before I give you my thoughts. I'm going to give you a few scenarios, and you're going to answer with what you personally believe is the best choice possible from the given options. Now, sometimes when it comes to survival, there are no good options. There are only slightly less shitty options. And then some really fucking awful ones. With that being said, I want you to think very carefully before providing an answer. You'd be amazed at how easily you can overlook some choices or dismiss certain actions that could actually save your life, as silly as they may sound. Remember to take your time and think carefully. These scenarios may drastically impact my analysis of you. Without further ado, let's dive right in, shall we? This is always the final phase. They always have 3 phases. You are committed against your will into an insane asylum. You know you don't belong there, but matters get worse when you find out the doctors are performing disturbing experiments on the patients. What do? Attempt to take the head of the facility hostage. Offer to join the staff and perform your own experiments. Convince the patients to write and massacre the doctors. Consider that you might be crazy, and you do belong there. Well, it's time to riot. It's time to riot. Yeah, it's basically American Horror Story Season 2. Interesting. Very interesting. You have been convicted of a crime in which you did not commit. The sentence is life in prison. You are escorted to your new cell where you are met by your cellmate. They have an offer for you. Your new cellmate tells you that he has devised a plan with the other prisoners to riot and break out of prison tomorrow. What do? Join my cellmate and attempt to escape. Turn my cellmate in, hoping for a reward. Ignore my cellmate and stay out of it. See how things turn out and devise my own plan of escape. I'm going to ignore my cellmate and stay out of it, and I'm going to fight this case. You are on a disturbing reality TV show where contestants have to split up on an island, track each other down, and execute one another to gain their freedom. What do? May the strong survive and the weak perish. Try to convince the contestants to band together. Your friendly contestants and turn on them. Get the host of the show hostage. What's with hostages in this game? I'm going to convince them to band together. You're on a fishing boat when you see black sails in the distance. Pirates are coming right for you. And you have no weaponry. What do? Attempt to outrun them even though they move quicker. Stay put and let them capture you. I'm going to attempt to outrun them. You've been squatting in an old abandoned mansion for a couple of nights when you start hearing bizarre noises coming from the walls. Things start to get creepier when you begin to see dark figures moving across the room, objects falling over on their own, and finally disembodied whispers in your ear that sound close, but simultaneously far away. What do you do? Leave the mansion and go back to being homeless. Attempt to investigate the mansion further. Ignore the strange occurrence result. Con someone into buying your mansion. What? What the fuck? I'm leaving. Your 85-year-old neighbor is standing in your house with blood dripping from her mouth. She turns looking at you and begins to growl. Suddenly she charges. What do you do? She's 85. I can outrun her. And I can restrain her. Let's do that. Your best friend has just made your favorite meal. Your dog sneaks a bite of it before you can try it, then suddenly drops dead. What do you do? Assume my dog died of natural causes. Make my friend take a bite of the food. Ask my friend if they poison the food. I would just ask you, Horse. Horse, are you trying to kill me? Yes, then. Okay, Horse, why are you trying to kill me? I want your PS4, then. You're stuck in a bunker with a random stranger in a post-apocalyptic world. The stranger owns the bunker, but after a couple of days you stumble upon a stash of human meat in the freezer. What do you do? Ignore it. Don't ask questions. Question the stranger about the meat. Kill the stranger and take over. I would probably escape. You're driving down the road in the pitch of night when you hit something with your car. You pull over and get out, but you don't see anything on the road. Just then you hear a loud growling come from underneath your car. I would drive away. Your best friend has just come over to your house. You have your family around you, and then your friend tells you that they've tested positive for an incredibly deadly and infectious disease, and it needs your advice. Oh, so Horse came over, he has got COVID. Kick the shit out of them if they're endangering you. Ask them to spread the disease to your enemies. Attempt to ask questions and give sound advice. During a zombie outbreak, your friend is starting to look ill. You know they're going to turn soon. There's no saving them. What do you do? Push them outside so I don't have to deal with it. Sit and wait for them to turn, then swiftly execute them. I would kill you, Horse. I would kill the shit out of you. You're attempting to escape from a vicious supernatural creature in the woods. You have your child with you and they won't stop crying, giving away your position. What do you do? Use the child as bait. Try to console the child before it's too late. So this is like, oh wow. Let's make this intense. Let's make this intense as fuck. What if it's like a Maya? Yeah, this makes the question even more intense. Protect my child. If we die, we die together. I'm fighting. I'm gonna kill this thing. You find a briefcase full of money in a vial of liquid labeled "The Cure for Cancer." What do you do? I would take the briefcase. You just got really high and you've got the munchies like a motherfucker. But your neighbor's the only person around with food. What do you do? I'm probably going to go hungry. Well, I think that should cover about everything I need to in order to assess your survival skills and mentality. Some of your answers surprised me. Some of your answers I could have predicted before I even gave you the options. Regardless, I have a feeling you won't expect what I'm about to share with you. Allow me to explain just what I think of all this. Based on what you've shared with me and my expert assessment of the answers given, I'm going to paint you a little picture. After having one of the best... Oh my god. These freaking developers, man. These freaking developers. Why do I always get the sex ending? Lady, can you not give me the sex ending? I was hoping for something hardcore. Not this kind of hardcore. Not this kind of hardcore. Get your minds out of the gutter, chat. After having one of the best wet dreams and ultra mega naps you've ever experienced, Suddenly, you're awoken by the sound of your Jimmy's I don't even want to read the rest of this. I don't even want to read the rest of this. Because a bigger, more thunderous sound made them rustle like Jimmy's have never rustled before. This was the loudest, most aggravated thrashing and crashing sound that you've ever heard in your unequivocally pathetic and what the fuck inducing life. It's echoing all around you like the whistling and banjos coming from the trees in Kentucky, surrounding every solo canoe that gets lost down those winding redneck rivers. Redneck rivers. Okay. You know where you are or what's going on. You appear to be outside it, among an overgrowth of bushes, trees, and other plant life. You hear the sound again, and your asshole begins to pucker. Welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. Because you know what that thunderous sound of crashing was? Allow me to explain. It's a big-ass fucking dinosaur, and he's coming to eat your face right down the middle. But wait, you're too fast for it, aren't you? You're too strong, too masterful. You've got beach ball-sized lady balls on you, don't you? Yeah, as it turns out, beach ball-sized lady ball still isn't comparable to Ultraranosaurus Rexnar Lothbrok Viking Dino balls. He's way stronger, way tougher, way quicker, and he's chasing after you faster than a fat kid chasing the ice cream van. Which, incidentally, probably isn't too fast. You don't even know what the fuck this dinosaur is. Either it's not a normal-looking T-Rex and it's not a pterodactyl or any of that shit. Neither. In fact, you're beginning to think the history and side books got this shit all wrong. This motherfucker's got a beard and braids and shit, and it's carrying an axe with its fucking tail. What the fuck, developers? What the fuck? I want someone to draw me getting chased by this dinosaur. I really want somebody to draw this and post it in the Discord. I really want to see what someone's approximation of this monstrous beast is. This thing looks like whatever the meanest, baddest dino mofo in history is. Except he's been pumped full of steroids, and he's hangry, and he's on PCP, and he thinks you stole his Christmas presents, and you kicked his dogs, and he's a Viking. Like, seriously, what the fuck, right? Luckily for you, though, you've got something he doesn't have. Lady balls? That's right, the brain of a human. Oh, I was close. You've got the smarts, the sophistication, the mental fortitude of the true ruler and the king of the fucking jungle. Turns out, these things are smarter than the average person, too. And sorry to say, but you're just slightly below the Oh. Well, I'm fucked. I'm dead. This thing's gonna kill me with its axe tail. So intelligent thinking and outsmarting this beast is out of the question. So you turn to your typical last resort option, which ironically tends to turn out better for you in the long run than actually trying to make plans in life. And that, my friend, is luck. You are going to run away and cry like a bitch and just pray that you get lucky. Well, I'm double fucked now. I am double, triple, mega, uber fucked now. My luck will fail me. It will always fail me. And guess what? You do. This thing catches up to you, opens its maw wide, and instead of chomping you in half and eating you in 2 bites, it devours you in 1. Oh, well, see? Yeah, my luck, of course, is gonna fail me. What did you guys fucking expect? There was no way my luck was ever gonna save me from ultra mega butthole rapist monster dinosaurs. Your death is instantaneous and you don't suffer much. Congrats! Alright, fine. I can see you actually doing a little better than I care to admit. Really? Because I don't. At first, I really wanted to see you fail this challenge, because it's all I really got going for me. Being one of the sole foreigners to survive or die land that's actually been tough enough to make it. You know what? Considering what I'm up against, I don't think this is such a big L. I actually think that I did pretty good. But then, when you started answering questions, I really saw myself in you. And I started to get excited about that. And I was looking forward to giving you a positive analysis. But as I start to give you analysis and think about how well you do in around in a survival situation, I began to think of those we grow attached to and whom we think and feel are doing well. Because they're so deeply strong that it seems like they can get through anything. Until one day, they just don't make it back from that trip. And sometimes, we focus so much on ourselves, and we stop thinking about how someone else is doing anymore. Because it always seems like they're the strong ones, and they can survive anything. But no matter how strong you are, you can only be so strong for so long. We all run out of toughness eventually, eroded by the traumas of life. Wow. That is very profound. And I just didn't want to get attached to the idea of growing fondly of you as a person, and then losing you unexpectedly and way too early one day. Holy shit, I am so fucking stoned right now. I apologize for whatever the fuck that was all about. What? What on earth is she talking about? Anywho, back to your analysis. So you're running through the jungle, and this thing attacks you. But you notice that it's a marsupial, and it's carrying a baby. I just imagine, like, a little baby dinosaur with its own little miniature axe just coming after you. If anyone is gonna draw this in chat, I need you to not forget the baby. So you basically tell it that you're gonna spike its baby in the face with a stone spear if it fucks with you. And the thing just runs away. Well done. Apparently you've got what it takes to survive on Survivor Die Land. And other similar and entirely likely situations in another part of the world. Your chances of surviving an attack by a Vikingsaurus Rex and a psychoanalysis by a stone chick is insanely high. Almost as insanely high as I am right now. Your secret word is Viking Dino. Remember this and leave it in a comment for us. It will be of use to you in the future. Your result has been based on many different variables and may vary with each playthrough depending on a multitude of factors. We hope you enjoyed your experience and have learned a little more about how your brain works. I learned that I'm apparently very stoned when presented with different survival situations, conflicts, and altercations. We also hope that you had a laugh or squeaked out a smile at some point during this experience. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on called Chasing Demons, which you can find on Steam. We also will be taking your name from the comments and placing it in the credits of our upcoming RPG title. Thank you. If you left your secret word for us in other titles, we've read your feedback and it's helped us to construct this project, as well as other titles that we're currently developing. We will always read every comment we get. You won't go unnoticed. Well, feel free to check out our other titles. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, these guys are freaking insane. Oh god, there it is. There's the guy. There's the game. The confession. Sexual comedy and parody. Do not watch that video on my YouTube channel. Just pretend that video does not exist. Just pretend it does not exist. Because it doesn't. It really does not. Nobody watched that video. Nobody watched that video. I am still mortified by everything that happened in that video. Alright guys, it's gonna be the end of this video. So, I will... No! Do not talk about the omelet ending. Anyway, if you had fun, subscribe. We're going to be continuing the stream, but this video is over. Guys in chat, do you want to play, Fall Guys? Or Among Us or something? What do you guys want to play? We will never forget, Zen. Please forget. Please forget that video exists. That video was horrifying. Alright, well, I'll see you guys on the Discord. And we'll decide what we're going to be playing there. Later.